Alright, real quick before we start, we have a couple of ex-founders here, founders that went through AngelPad in the last session, Jack and Zane, and I just wanted them to give you kind of an overview of how their experience was and how to deal with investors, you know, when they raise money. So
Jack and I and Brett were actually where you guys were sitting, and we didn't have a clue what we were doing. When Jack and I came to San Francisco, we were living on the Tenderloin, right? We were literally sharing the same bed, right, in some bad hostels.
Telling them you've got to move out. You can't tell investors that you live there. It's totally too dangerous. You know, your liability living in the Tenderloin.
I mean, our luggage was in this conference room, and someone was like, guys, you've got to get out of here, right? And if you're meeting investors, you guys need to shower and stuff. That's how bad things were, though, right? We were bootstrapping to the extreme, and we managed to get our stuff together. We learned a couple of things, and we went from literally nothing to $2 million.
I think where we're at in terms of the product, it's something that can be quite hard to explain to just the general public.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. What do you guys do?
In-app video advertising.
What's your business model?
We're doing sort of like mobile video advertising.
Okay.
So if you're a mobile app developer and you want to get users, you come to Vungle, you can get a video ad made, and then that video ad can be shown in other apps.
So I actually said to my my mum that perhaps doing this documentary film thing she should just watch that to actually know what I do at work, because I think otherwise she's like, all right, you've got investment from Google, and my mum probably just thinks that Google is the internet. We're hoping really to kind of make a name for ourselves as, all right, these guys, video on mobile, Vungle are the best at doing that. You know? We're not actually publicly launched, but in terms of privately speaking to the guys, we're really interested in getting developers, especially ones who are within America.
We see two main problems we're trying to address. Number one, how do app developers get users? And number two, how do app developers make money?
Immerse yourself into the mythical world of Dragon's Rage 2. Take control of the fiery beast to vanquish swarms of unique enemies.
Vungle solves this through in-app video advertising. Short, snappy, 15-second videos, showing you what the app does.
The team at the moment is quite small in terms of we've got perhaps 6 people in San Francisco at the moment.
Getting ready for announcing our fundraising. Going to be ready to handle all the demand that's coming through from the website. People are now going to know what Vungle is about and that Vungle has credibility. We're not just some small, scrappy startup. Okay, we are a scrappy startup.
I was just transferring some of the money the other day to like a savings account, and I was like typing in the numbers, and I was just like typing in like 800,000, and I was like, I don't know if I actually want to try this transaction, because if it goes wrong then there's like so much money at stake. But you're not actually thinking it through the whole time. Like, it's not something that's really shocking. It just seems like a natural evolution, but it's also crazy to think that like, okay, a year ago, like the most money we ever had was about £20,000. Most of the time we were kind of struggling to afford like $300 monthly rent.
How old are you? Okay, so I am 24 years old, just turned 24.
So, 22, I'm 22, yeah, I just had to think that.
We raised $2 million earlier this year. We're currently building up our product, hiring lots of people, speaking to customers, and we're planning to launch in beginning of June.
Like, the business is completely non-existent without publishers. There's been a whole month and a half of stagnant business development.
The issue is the processes we have in place right now are changing.
That is a bullshit excuse.